Kawaii.
Also, we have already begun ignitionate the stream, so let's be sure it works.
We started?
Yeah, I mean, I should probably, like, fucking snort cocaine before these streams. That would work.
Oh, okay now.
It would work. I don't know how long it would keep me awake, though. My dad said, like,
Do we
3
want to
days.
do that crossover or no?
What, the crossover of Jake and cocaine?
And do we want to talk about the crossover?
Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't know what I would say other than, hey, it exists. So.
Okay.
Like, the reason why we can talk about TF2 or The Walking Dead or whatever is because these are things I actually like. You know what I mean? And several, like, at least 2 of us like. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that should be a rule. Actually, that should be a new rule for the FFP. Maybe the only rule. Actually, 2 rules. No more than 3 people. And, if we have a topic, at least 2 of us need to like it. Or know about it.
Okay.
Like, that should literally be the only rules. Yeah. Otherwise, it's anything goes.
What was the other thing you had brought up after I brought up the Miku thing?
TF2. Although I'm not sure if we already added that or not. Let me see.
I don't have it added now.
Yeah, ASP, do you want to talk about, like, the good old TF2 days when we had, like, pony spray paint?
Oh, yeah,
shit?
I remember that being a thing on TF.
Also, I know what we should talk about. Take off the
What?
TF2 stuff. Well, unless ASP wants to talk about it, but, add, the Brony analysts. We haven't talked about them.
Oh.
And how they all fucking don't exist anymore.
The Brony analysts, to me, don't exist, but only a few of them that I really care. Super Quill's still one of them.
Yeah, they all went into the general cartoon fandom or the fucking furry
I guess
fandom.
started with Kim Possible. She's an absolute, oh god.
Yeah, I hate Saberspark because he's a popular
How do you
YouTuber
spell
now.
analyst?
And he tries YIST, I think.
Okay, let me go check stream.
And I literally only remember it because it has anal in it.
Does anyone know how to spell analysts?
Yeah, I just told you.
What?
That's how I remember it. Laugh if you want.
God damn it. I'd get rid of that though. You know the rules in my server.
You know the rules, and so do I.
Do not rickroll me.
This whole thing has been a rickroll. I'm just a bot.
That should be the opening song, or no, the ending song
God,
of
no.
our podcast. Rickroll song.
It's ending, but not really. Oh no, it should be like, at every end of the podcast, it should be like, so now we're gonna fucking do a face reveal, and then it's never gonna give you up, and we're gonna
Jeez. So, we putting in the TF2 stuff for you guys? I don't mind.
What do you think, ASP?
Sitting that one out.
Yeah. So here's where we at.
Actually, I'm not even sure I want to talk
that
about.
one out.
I'm not even sure I want to talk about the Brony analysts because I just remembered I already talked about Saberspark in like episode 3, and how much I hate him.
What do I think?
Yeah, one thing I'm really good at is talking about fucking things I hate, and I really hate Pip and Zip, and also Saberspark. Oh god, I can hear myself now. God, I sound really retarded when I'm being sarcastic. Shit, I shouldn't do that anymore. And also Saberspark? Like, every time I talk like that, it's really stupid. Oh god, I hear it again. Who the fuck is doing this? Stop making me hear myself, dude.
My bad. I just fixed it.
Yeah, I hate my own voice. It sounds really cool. Now I hear it again. Hang on,
I just fixed it.
It change the mic settings so I fucking have it off. Oh, I do, don't I?
Jacob
Wait,
Butler just
The
commented.
mic is on. What the hell? Oh, I don't even know.
Was that you, gamer, that did that, or someone else that is Jacob?
Oh my god, what the fuck happened to Equestria?
Oh, also I need to say this. Hang on a second.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, while I'm at it, someone by the name Jacob Butler just joined in. Also, hello to anyone who's joining on tonight's podcast.
Jacob Butler is Nightshade's friend of Ryan.
Oh, Ryan. Oh, yeah. Hey, Ryan. Nice to see you in chat. Also, I just did a quick background.
Yes. How are you, Jacob Butler and Chandler Schuler? How are you guys?
Yeah.
I mean, I know where they live, so no, I'm just fucking kidding. Hopefully, this isn't archived.
Yeah,
It probably will
for some
be.
reason, my chat stuff is really acting weird. Like my activity feed for stream elements, I don't know what the heck is going on. So I can only talk to you guys from voice. I can talk to you guys while I'm texting because my phone's on dead battery. So there's a thing that I can't do at the moment. So any comments that you guys want to do will have to be on stream. And I would have to, let's say, repeat myself several times just to get and anyone's comments that are in the chat itself, we can have questions by the end of the stream. But for right now, we'll pin those. I'll pin them as we go in stream and see if people have any kind of ideas for it.
Okay, so yeah, let's leave at least one slot open for viewer questions or viewer supported topics.
Well, it's been interesting, and Nightshade is no longer here in my state, so I'm going to say in chat.
All right, cool. Welcome, Jacob.
Yeah,
it went out the same because my name's Jake and not Jacob. Cool.
So we still got to figure out the other topics.
Yeah, topics.
Yeah.
We're on 8.
No, we're not.
You guys want to do the TF2 stuff, or?
What do you think, ASP? You want to talk about TF2?
Yeah, we can do that.
I
just need to download.
I think it'd be interesting to hear that
so
side.
we can put them on the media
fucking...
list real quick while I'm at it.
We still don't know what we're gonna. Oh no, yeah, we do. Never mind.
Come on, computer, quit your lagging.
Meanwhile, I have a ridiculously good computer but terrible internet.
I have a really good computer, but it's also a potato, and also it still works like a standard definition computer that can be used for streams.
How many topics are we doing in like all together, so I can make the last one like viewer questions?
Probably
I'm on
like
9
12.
right now. 12? Okay, I'm on 9. 9 is blank at the moment. So. I can edit in there topic 12, which will be the viewer questions at the end.
Okay.
So that's in there right now. So we just need 3 more.
I know what we can do. ASP, have you covered your waifu / husbando on the show yet?
I think I've already said Spitfire and Twilight were my 2 waifus, I think, last time.
We're talking about Gen 5.
Yeah, that...
Although we could talk... No, actually, no, here's something I haven't covered for both of you. We haven't covered Luna's waifu, and we haven't covered your favorite Gen 5 character and or general Gen 5 thoughts.
Yeah. Well, we'll save it later on.
Yeah, okay, well, we need topics now, desperately.
Yeah, so that'll be topic 9. Topic 9 will be mine, and topic 10 will be ASP's.
What's topic 8?
TF2 talk.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we should honestly fucking play TF2. All 3 of us. I can show Lunar, both of us can show Lunar basics. It's really not that hard.
I'm editing it all in now, so you guys can see where I'm at.
I mean, Lunar, you play, every FPS, so you might as well play TF2 as well.
I've never played TF2. I don't even know what it's like.
Yeah, I know. So you play every other FPS. TF2 is one of the... Well, it's easy in some ways, but it's also a lot more difficult in others, and it's got its own economy, which is really cool.
It's a very...
Yeah, so we only need one more topic, topic 11, and we're good to go.
CSGO and Overwatch and Fortnite, and we're taking all of that to the max, but at the same time, TF2 is still superior because...
Yeah, Overwatch is just TF2, but with porn. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I just like Warzone.
Also, another thing, too, about TF2, it's been around since 2006, so all the way back until 2009.
It has, yeah.
When they did their...
That is also true, yes.
Part of the orange box.
Yep, I have the orange box in my collection, and the servers...
Oh, that's fucking cool.
What's funny and sad, the servers don't work, because the Wi-Fi doesn't even work. There's no servers are active on Xbox anymore. 360.
Oh no, I wanted the PC one. Fuck the Xbox 360.
Oh.
No offense.
There was only one person
Xbox 360 was my first game console, but it's so fucking slow. It's so fucking slow. Every game that
we
works
just
on...
need one more topic, and then I believe we're good to go.
Every game on the Xbox is half as good as it is on the PC. It's like 30 frames per second instead of 60. It runs at
ASP, did you post on your Twitter about the live stream? I was gonna retweet it if you did.
You guys can. I'm gonna see.
Oh, I'll tweet about it too.
Oh no, I don't crash
Did
the
ASP post it on Twitter though? That's the thing.
I don't know. I have like 0 followers because I've had like 8 Twitter accounts, so I keep making new ones.
I'm gonna see what people are up to on Twitter because I don't.
Oh, I gotta get the link. I know someone who wanted to watch it on ASP's end.
Oh, let me get mine up and you can do yours.
Where am I going?
I'm getting all the media stuff, but for some reason OBS standard just decided to crash. I hope we don't have to restart because that's a whole nother level of no. Like, that's where I have to tell myself, well, I need to get my stream stuff going.
Okay, that's in.
Let's see here. Let's see if anyone's going to show up. What the heck?
That's it.
That's weird.
Perfect.
Have you guys seen Samurai Jack?
No.
Oh my god, I missed it out.
So we topic, really.
So
topic 11, and we're good to go.
So another thing too, when I download all these videos real quick, I will have to tell you when it's on the playlist, and we'll have all of them, and I will have to stop the playlist as it is, so the audio for us being talked will be completely muted as the stream is going. So it will do that after it's completed. Let's see.
In that case, no, it actually looks good. Except topic 2 is like a little depressing, to be honest. Let's change that to what would Brony Christmas look like, and then leave out the second bit because that's like kind of depressing.
Okay, yeah. That's fixed.
Yeah. Okay.
Now what was 11? I missed it.
I don't know. I honestly don't know if we have one.
You want to just leave it at 11 topics? I can change the viewer questions to 11.
Yeah, if there's plural questions, I mean, then it would count for more than one topic.
Yeah. We could probably also think of something on the way too.
Of course, yeah. Yeah, you can literally.
Oh, no! Did I just really turn my computer off? I didn't. I'm
really?
good. I'm good.
Oh, okay.
I'm good.
Yeah, you have a very bizarre setup over there. Alright, let me...
It's not my fault. I'm on a Chromebook, thank you.
Why are you on a Chromebook?
By the way, what is the last song of the stream? Because I'm going to have that.
It's the TF2 song.
TF2 song.
Oh.
Robots. Alright, let's do a quick test on my end for the actual recording. Alright, this is me, Emerald Fire, talking. Now you, ASP.
This is AS Production Live, streaming from all the way across the country.
Oh. Well, I can hear Lunar clicking.
My clicking is bad, unfortunately. Sorry.
Okay,
let me probably
I'm just gonna curl up on like a 25-pound blanket and pass out. I'm fucking tired. Christmas makes me sleep like 12 hours a night. It's not my fault.
I got it to work. Let's see here. What I'm doing right now.
I'm the kind of guy that can only stay awake for like 12 hours and then sleep 12 hours.
I stay up.
I'm now recording on my end.
Okay, welcome in.
So we got that going. So I'm gonna add.
Although I better not speak German because everyone calls me a Nazi when I speak German. Sorry.
Okay, we got the other.
Yes. So let's go with. I should probably be watching one of these streams, to be honest. ASP, are you there?
Mine's not
'Cause
streaming. You would have to go to ASPs for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if ASP's voice is getting picked up or not. ASP, are you there?
Yeah, I'm right here. I'm just right now doing something. I'm doing a task thing to be sure the video VCL is working. So when we get ready to throw the song up, I will have to immediately turn on the browse source.
Alright, both of you guys mute yourselves.
Okay.
I'm gonna go make sure that I can hear both of you on the recording.
Okie dokie.
Alright, it works. Fantastico.
Cool. So just let me know when you guys want to start like the songs and stuff.
Yeah,
And
let me open up my browser and get the songs ready. MLP. I'm not gonna spoil it. Are you both streaming right now? Am I being heard? Hello.
I'm not streaming. I'm recording
Hello.
for a stream after. Remember, like I did last time?
Sure.
That's what I'm doing.
Oh, God.
So I won't be able to see ASP's chat, by the way.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it won't let me pull it up on my phone, so...
The fuck?
Okay, I'm back on. Just had to, go do my thing.
No worries.
So, I already got everything all settled on video and media, and we're good. So, when we're ready to play a video, it will just...
Yeah, I got in trouble for playing Little Dark Age in the last freaking video, which sucks, because that's a great song. But whatever.
It's like...
They did... Yeah. Robots TF2 theme, and then I am ready to roll as well, once I get them all downloaded and ready up.
I'm ready when you guys are with the Goodbye to the Holiday song.
Yeah, do you have the one that's that video, 2 minutes, 24 seconds?
I don't even have it on my thing for stream, so we're gonna have to quickly do that.
Okay. Yeah, the first video I have is 224. The second is 401.
Okay, there we
go.
Here's the 224 one. I just posted it.
This
one I have is 405. No, 401.
Yeah.
And the third one I have is 334.
Okay, see, I keep hearing myself in the background on your thing, Lunar. Like every now and then.
It might be because...
What? Yeah, I keep hearing myself in the background. It's like, sounds all, like, warped.
Right now?
No, but, like, once in a while I'll fucking hear myself, and it freaks me out a little bit. It's like, oh, God, it's ruining everything.
Say something when I'm talking. Hello, hello,
Yo,
hello.
what's up? Hello. Yeah, it didn't do it that time.
Okay, my volume is as far down as I should probably let it go if it's even going to pick you guys up. I think what it's doing is every time I'm talking and you guys talk, it might cut in. That's the thing.
Well, this time we'll use the definitive, high-definition, ridiculously massive file size that I put out.
Yeah.
Dude, you have no idea how big FFP files are.
I'll just upload mine the way it is.
Yeah, yours was like 80 megabytes. Mine is usually like 2 gigs. Because I record in like 4K video and audio for no fucking reason, but just like my obsession.
Right.
And I have a massive hard drive, so who gives a shit? I have like 4 terabytes. Alright, let me close. Well, no, Here's what I'll do. I will tag both of you, and then I will say, "Hey, I'm streaming with these wonderful fellows. Merry Christmas."
Yep, every single song is ready to go and stream, and it'll be on the screen.
Oh wait, but it's brony stuff, so we're gonna do Merry Hearthwarming.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Ugh.
Alright, so yeah, for those listening, this is the pre-stream segment of FFP Podcast, episode 14, Christmas special. And I guess without further ado, let's proceed to the actual YouTube recording. Oh, now I hear myself in the background. There it is.
Why is it doing that, stupid computer? Stop!
Well, fix it, I
Compress
guess.
it.
Well,
There's a thing called compression.
Something, hold on.
Go do that real quick.
I don't know if you know what you're talking about, dude. Compression is when you make a file smaller.
Well, compress it, noise gate, and noise reduction. That's my best option.
Oh, right. I know what you're talking about.
Already know.
What is it?
Audio. It's an audio in technical terms. So
yeah, it's something you can do in OBS, though it won't pick up like as many background sounds.
Yeah, I know this stuff. I've been doing this stuff for 5 years. So
off
yeah,
on my
he's
end.
right.
What
He's
the
right.
hell?
My bad.
Off on my
tell
end.
me when I can play the video and stream, and I'll stop it when it's.
Yeah, I'm pretty much ready to start. Honestly, I've got everything loaded up.
Nah, hold on.
Well, I'm on push talk, so it's kind of hard for me to do conversation without it. They're gonna. That's a fix that has to be done later.
Yeah, turn yourself off of that, dude. Like, see now I hear myself in the background again.
Hang on a minute.
Why I can't do it? There's nothing I can do then. There's nothing I can do. I'm on one notch of volume. I can barely hear you guys.
Yeah, no, that's not the problem, dude. The problem is that, like, for some reason, do you have me on speaker?
It's going through my computer speaker like last time, yeah.
Yeah, then that's why I'm getting picked up on your side, because you don't have me in your headphones. You have headphones?
Won't pick up on my end if I do that, I don't think.
Maybe you just don't need to record it, dude, honestly. I can just send you the file.
That would probably work best then on my end.
Yeah, because if you're recording it, it fucks everything up for everyone else, no offense. I mean...
I think that's the problem.
Yeah, it's not your fault, it's just because of the fucking Chromebook, really. Chromebooks are shit.
Okay, give me a second. I don't even have a headset, that's the thing.
Well, just
hold on, let me try this.
Literally any headphones will work. It doesn't have to be a headset. Like fucking iPhone earbuds would work. As long as you have a separate mic.
Testing.
Yeah.
Is this any better for anyone?
Yeah, it actually sounds a lot clearer.
You know why? I'm on my iPhone.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, that's how I'm gonna have to run it. Okay.
Okay, are we good to go? Now we can start?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. Well, let's give it a... Yeah, I don't hear myself, so... Alright.
2, 3.
Ugh. I hate Hearthwarming Eve. All of Equestria would be better off if we just skipped the day altogether.
Happy hearts warming, they say in the street. Happy hearts warming, they think they're so sweet. Words said so often that they lack any meaning. Why should I join in when I could be intervening? Every pony loves this cursed holiday, but would they be better off with it out of the way? Well, okay. Say goodbye to the holiday. With my magic, I'll erase it. The greatest gift that I give today, and every pony will have to face it. No more little games for you to play. After you say goodbye to the holiday. Goodbye, hearts warming, you had a good run. Goodbye, hearts warming, bang, it's over, you're done. Finally set free from your forced celebrations. No need to reply to your trite invitations. Calendar shorter by a single day. Is my magic up to the test? Time to see I can't delay. Say goodbye to the holiday. Prepare the spell, no hesitation. All memories shall fade away. See Equestria's new transformation. No more shall any pony say, happy heartswarming. After today.
From Twitch, stuff like that. But other than that, I'm here to talk on these awesome topics of Gamerjack and ASP.
All right. So yeah, we have 10 topics compiled today, and 11th we're going to experiment and allow a few of the live viewers on ASP stream to contribute and give one or two things to discuss, and of course we'll choose the best ones. So without further ado, let's start off with topic number 1, which is the new Generation 5 leaks that came out like literally a day ago as of this recording, which is a few days before Christmas. And what do you guys think of those? Let me try to pull them up. Actually, I don't know why I forgot to do this.
I don't even know that there was any links. I thought that stuff was.
Oh yeah, in the last episode we talked about that. So basically, to sum it up, what I remember is what's his name? Hitch, my boy, the one of the new main five. He is like becoming a Miss Ne'er-do-well type character, superhero.
Oh.
Another one is that apparently they're gonna play like Tron at some point, and it shows like Izzy watching as like Sunny and I think Zip are arguing, and then the other one was Izzy and a ladybug, and there was like one more I'm forgetting. Do you remember what it was, Lunar?
I actually don't actually.
Yeah, it's kind of hard off the top of my head. I got a lot of shit.
Yeah, links were kind of a little bit. I don't know. Were these links on several websites, or were they run Equestria Daily?
Yeah, I'm gonna check Equestria Daily because they actually have the images, or just some random YouTuber like we found last time.
Yeah, there was a lot of storyboards and a lot of stuff. You know, a while back they used to have a lot of leaks from 2 years prior before the movie happened. And I found out that they were going through tons and tons of concept art before they decided on one style, and then they decided to completely change it again because the art designer, I forget their name, but it's a she. She's the main lead for art designing in the My Little Pony miniaturation, and it's mostly just screenshots and even background images that they use during a presentation. From I think it was 2019 and 2020 during the early days of the movie being created. Everything beyond that, I don't know what else I can say upon that besides the screenshots from a lot of the content creators that are on that. But I would say those screenshots that were recently, I never saw them on my feed because I was never too much dabbling into that stuff since I want to keep spoilers from Generation 5 as quickly as much because I don't want to do that with myself. But I will say that the content used for the leaks is possibly just a lot of early drafts, so it's not really officially. It's just drafts that the content creators of the show itself, the new one, to be going through ideas first before they establish that they're going to be doing this. Because if these episodes are supposed to be in 3D animation, it's going to cost them a lot of time, because a 90-minute movie or 82-minute movie costs almost 2 years worth of designing. But with the show being created in a couple of months from now, because it sounds like they're going to be possibly releasing it next year in the fall or next year in the summer. I'm not sure of that, but based on a lot of people who speculated, it might be between the summer of next year and the spring. But that's all I can say upon that.
I do know they're doing a spring special in 2022.
Like April or May.
All I know is that there's an upcoming special on Gen 5. I believe it's another movie in the spring. I don't think they've actually released a date yet.
Well, they're still in the development stages, because there's the thing. It's called draft. They go through a post-production draft, and then they get voice actors.
Yeah, animation takes a really long time. So odds are it's probably already mostly done. The question is like when they're actually just going to release it.
Well,
yeah,
there's a lot of cleanup they have to do.
Exactly. They have to clean it up. They have to edit it. They have to add music and sound effects, voices, etc.
I just imagine the amount of stress it took them to run all their equipment on small computers to put all those animations in Generation 5. It must have took them forever to get the amount of money Hasbro wanted them.
I mean, yeah, rendering animation is freaking ridiculous. Like, they've always had some of the largest computers, so it's quite possible that they're actually pretty big.
I
don't think they're using small computers.
The amount of rendering time it took for, let's say, for instance, for example, Pixar took forever to render some of their animation. Like, years and years. Even the last film from Toy Story took almost a decade for it to be rendered.
Right.
That's how long it took.
Didn't I hear they were coming out with a Buzz Lightyear movie of some sorts?
Yeah, they are. Something like that. Like, where he has hair and, like, people are mad about it. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought I heard something about that. Because I saw some leak or something.
A lot of the leaks that you guys are talking about, like, besides the Generation 5 model plane, Disney stuff was never leaked from me, because for some reason a dumb bunch of people on YouTube don't ever talk about it. I try to find it, but not a lot of people are doing it. It's just like, they talk about it, then they don't, then it just goes in the dark. Because most...
I mean, I'm not really interested in Disney anymore, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, especially after all the shit they've done. Pixar is okay. I mean, I've seen pretty much all the Pixar movies ever made. I think probably all the Pixar movies ever made.
I'm trying to add up how many there's been since 1990. I think it was...
Like, fucking, like, 16, I think. Something like that.
Like...
But the most recent one they just did was, like, the fantasy modern mix world, where, like, they're all, like, elves and centaurs and, stuff like goblins and stuff like that, but it's in the modern world. And it focuses on these two brothers, which was pretty cool.
It was a pretty...
I think it's called Onward or something.
It's called Onward. That's what it is.
Yeah, okay, I had it right.
I watched half of that movie. It's pretty good, but...
Yeah, I never fucking nothing. I always finish movies. It's okay.
Like, I'm starting to watch Bones, that crime show from 2005, and I'm starting to like it because the first pilot... I wanted to watch Bones because some people recommended it for me, since I love X-Files and CSS and all the crime shows I used to watch. And Criminal Minds, the only show that I think is the best one from my time is Criminal Minds, because I watched it when it first came out. When I remember a couple episodes that were okay, and there's a bunch of them that are pretty just downright that they have already broken a lot of regulations.
Yeah, you've lost me now. I haven't seen any of those.
Yeah.
I mostly watch like story-based stuff. Like, I just watched the Dexter reboot, which in my opinion is fucking terrible.
You know, the original Dexter is better than the...
yeah, absolutely.
Well, the only problem I have...
a lot of it looks really depressing is because he's in fucking New York now, and he's like, it's just really shitty.
I think the only thing right now with the Generation 5 leaks is, I don't know who on earth found these links is the problem. Like, who on earth is...
No, they weren't technically even leaked. They're just called that because we're used to calling it that in the fandom. I think most of them were actually just like storyboard art that was released by animators who are on the show anyway. So it's not like a leak.
I don't know.
Because like when Hasbro didn't work on this, it was some other company. So when Hasbro does stuff, and especially when it had like the high quality animators of FIM or Gen 4, whatever, they didn't leak stuff, or if they did leak stuff, it was like an accident, or it was by someone from 4chan that like, or just anyone who walked into a Hasbro building or a corporate meeting and like took screenshots or video or
I don't
stuff.
know because
But now it's just
there's a
people
protocol
voluntarily
that a
releasing
lot of
shit.
animating companies normally try to do is that
Yeah.
there's protocol that they have broken because
Yeah, well, that applies to like all entertainment. They can't spoil the work they're working on. They can't give away too much info. They can't tell people how it's made or whatever. But basically, this is just stuff that like they're posting on their art portfolios.
yeah,
Which, because basically how it works is like actual artists will draw storyboards or animatics, and then they'll like ship those off to Korea or China, and that'll be animated there.
yeah, because
Gamer.
That's why 3D animation sucks, because G4 was made in Canada and by like people who wrote it and made it, like the same people.
yeah.
But like G5 was shipped off to Korea to be animated. You know
I
what I
think
mean?
at last
Or
check it
Philippines or
was
somewhere.
somewhere in Europe. It wasn't. It
I know. No, it was in Asia, dude. It wasn't. Well, hang on. I'll check right now. Maybe it wasn't. Yeah, what's up?
You should fill in ASP from the last episode, the new zip design.
Oh yeah, I call her Carrie Zip because she has like she looks like she's sad and depressed, like she's all deflated and drenched, and looks
I'll
like
Did
she's
post it in
covered
the
in blood.
archive.
recently because I've been looking at all.
I'm not sure, to be
I'm
honest.
posting it right now in the enclave.
Okay.
The photo.
Yeah, let me look
Go
at
check
it.
that out on the Discord real quick.
Yeah,
All right, right now I'm looking at where
it
it
looks
was.
like they did some rough draft and the character design because I just love the character design by these people all the time. Every time that they do a new, because it's like a remodeled of the first one, but most of the first ever concept art was just doodles. Because I found out in a panel from whatever con it was online that most of the stuff, the ideas for these characters, Hasbro, fun fact, gave these animators a lot of freedom to make these OCs.
Yeah, it's an Irish animation company, but I'm not sure if they actually animate everything
Well,
in-house
I'm
or
just
not.
saying the artists who did it. Like I don't say OC, but I'm saying like their original character from the new 5, the new 6, whatever you want to call it. The majority of the first concepts were completely different. Fun fact: Sonny was supposed to be a steampunk pony. Their design had to be redone, and there's just a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
There's just a bunch of redone OCs in the show. Like you know how Malapony.
Yeah, they really fucked up Gen 5, I mean, no doubt.
Yeah, they took so much time just getting people's characters.
Your audio is breaking up a little bit, ASP.
I know it's breaking up a little bit. I'm trying my best. So what I'm trying to say is that I just think, let alone all the leaks, I'm fine with all that. But after a while, I'm trying to think in my head, where on earth? Because I know that they, like I said before, protocol. Like, do they allow this kind of protocol to happen in their industry?
No, these were intentional leaks that they were allowed to do.
Yeah, because Hasbro would have,
as far as I know.
If it was unintentional, then they would have got in trouble with it.
No, this is Boulder Media, and they're owned by Hasbro, but they're not technically
affiliates.
They're not technically Hasbro themselves. No, they're affiliated. They're owned by Hasbro.
Yeah, Boulder.
So they have some freedom. Yeah.
Yeah, like Hasbro, I think said that they can imply. There's a lot of implied toys because Hasbro is known for selling toys, and I know this.
Well, yeah, Gen 5 is clearly purely for toys. I mean, there's no actual art between it or in it. And they try to tie it to G4, like I was saying in previous episodes, just because that would, it did succeed in reinvigorating the fandom and its popularity, so I guess they got that across. But still.
Yeah.
I still stand by my statement from the last episode on what my...
Yes, Lunar is very pro G5. He thinks it's better than G4.
Well, the thing is,
total blasphemy.
let's think of it this way. Even though you guys, Lunar can like it a lot, I like both generations. I'm an OGen. I love Generation 1 and 2 and 3, and a lot of people complain that I should hate it. No,
that's stupid.
I am very old school when it comes to ponies. I like my toys the way they are, and I like the show itself, even though it's a different tone and a different tone.
Yeah. You guys are both kind of like abnormal bronies.
Well,
I'm the stereotypical brony. I got into the show, like I've said before, from the anime and animation communities, and I'm only into G4.
Yeah,
I like G5 as like a side thing at best.
I basically got into the fandom when it was first.
Oh, the way I described it is G4 is like Fallout 3 or Fallout 4, like core series,
Yeah, it's
and G5 is fucking Fallout 76.
it would take
it's a side
if I were to
project.
rewatch the entire series, let alone every single episode. I think I estimated just the main show itself. No movies, no
It's like 7 hours, something like
no.
that.
Each season was about 8.5 hours, and then
Was it really? I guess what?
the first
Yeah.
3 seasons.
Oh right, I'm fucking stupid.
First,
I'm fucking stupid.
the last
Yeah.
Season 3 was 13.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
Yeah, every episode is 22 minutes, so if there's 26 episodes in most of the seasons, yeah, that's quite a few
Yeah,
hours.
it's about a whole day, but because I can binge watch it. Like, I can watch episodes right off the bat. Like, I got the first...
That would be a good stream,
like,
if you could find a service that lets you stream,
well,
like, fucking video from copyright
let
stuff.
me try to see what it is. There is one place you can do. It's called SciTube. You can do that.
Never heard of it.
SciTube is a 4chan and 8chan kind of streaming service for bronies. So basically,
4chan and 8chan.
8chan and 4chan.
Well, 8chan doesn't exist anymore, so
yeah, it was at one point but it is not. It's just 4chan and
yeah, 8chan basically got taken over by like terrorists, and then it fucking got shut down. So
yeah, another thing too. Like, overall, like, I want to, like, I already got my overall thing about the design links and stuff. Like, do you guys really at all think this was a good idea for them to keep changing all this, like, over time and constantly over the time?
No, they were too unfocused, and they had no input from the actual creators of the show, so that's why it's garbage.
Yeah, like...
Plus, it doesn't convert well to 3D.
Yeah, and the thing is like, how, like, here's my thing, that I looked at some videos that they do a process of all the animations. They go through animatic... they go through a process of taking the objects themselves and turning them into 3D objects, which it takes so much time, because based on references I have gotten from Instagram, it takes so much time.
That's another disadvantage. With 3D animation, you're looking at... It's ultimately going to be inferior to the movie no matter what, by the way. The series will be inferior, because TV animation, or whatever it is going to cost way less. You're going to have a much smaller budget, than a movie. So I guarantee you the series will have lower quality if it is 3D, and also it'll still take a ridiculously long amount of time before episodes. Like, you might see like one episode every month or two instead of weekly.
Yeah.
And it'll probably be like a 10-episode season instead of 26.
Yeah,
So because it's 3D, you get lower quality content, you get lower quantity or less content, and you have to wait longer between parts of content.
Yeah,
so in other words, it's inferior in every single way.
Flash animation was a bit easier. Toon Boom Harmony, and fun fact, Toon Boom Harmony was one of the first, for My Little Pony, the movie back in 2007, it was all Toon Boom and 2 and 3D at once. I was impressed by it because Toon Boom Harmony has never made a movie like that before. Ever. And it cost them a tremendous amount of money to do it. Like, I think I last checked around...
Yeah, I really liked I didn't like the plot or anything of that movie. I didn't like how they created, like, cat people that exist now for some reason.
Well,
but I do appreciate the design of the animation.
The design of nice. As a person who's done animation for themselves for so many years, I know this kind of animated movie was impressive for me. I watched it when it came in theaters, and sad enough, no one came to the movie. No one, besides me and my parents, and no one else came to appreciate it.
You're talking about
the 2017 movie. It basically everyone did go to it in some places, but where I was from, barely no one showed up.
I went release night, which was the Thursday night, and the theater was packed. There was at least like 50 people in the movie theater.
I mean, I know when Equestria Girls premiered, it's another thing I missed. Because that was like a massive event where bronies were meeting up at theaters to go watch.
There was a lot of... Because 2013 was a different time because bronies were become...
Yeah, that was at the very height of the fandom, to the point where it was almost mainstream, and it was glorious.
Brony conventions were at their point. There was 2 cons that got pretty bad because it was Fiesta Equestria and Las Pegasus that got pretty hectic in 2013. So... there were some impressions that a lot of people did have about opinions about the show at the time, like impressions on the the last of the Golden Age. I think the very tip point of the Golden Age was 2014, because 12.
No, that was like the declining action. Like the climax is where that's the highest, and then it's declining after
Yeah,
that.
like I think after 2015, it just skyrocketed down because after seasons 5, people were not happy about it.
Yep.
I was okay with it as long as it didn't interfere with the timeline, which there was a bunch of stuff in the later seasons that really caused me to question how the show should have done. And I think the creators themselves from the show itself, before all of them wanted to do other projects, I think they were getting kind of lazy with trying to get stories out. They did some good episodes, but there was a bunch of bad ones that were just plumb filler. And I don't like filler because it just pulls away from the main plot. It's just
Yeah, also too much fan service with like Applejack's parents and stuff like that.
yeah. There was a bunch of stuff in the early days.
I liked it when they first started doing it because it was new and like different,
Yeah.
but then once they just kept doing it way too much, excuse me, freaking Windows gave me a notification. Once they kept doing it way too much, it got extremely annoying.
Yeah, it got to a point where every episode from My Little Pony did have some, I'm going to underline, borderline say it, some originality, even though most of the characters are established. And this is another thing about shows that I understand, is that after a while they start to get stale. And
yeah, no matter how good the show is, eventually the writers are going to leave, the good writers, and they'll be replaced by people who are at best
let's
like
look at an example of a show
creating
that
slop.
I used to watch all the time, X-Files. I still watch it. After seasons 5 of the show in 98 and 99, it got really weird. We're talking like episodes that tackle time morphing or something that's repeating and repeating. And the end of the first 2 episodes were a two-parter, and the end of the show was a complete cliffhanger in 99 before the movie started. So I kind of tell people, if you're going to watch the X-Files, just watch the 5 seasons, because that's the classic era of X-Files. But when you get to season 6 through 11, there's a bunch of loopholes that are so not explained, because it got really stale. Like right after season 7, I kept watching the show and over again for so many years. It's just like any show. Ed and Eddie, for instance, that's another show that I watched for a long time when I was a kid, even for My Little Pony at the time.
Right. Yeah, I've seen like every episode of that show.
I think. Did you know?
It's a great
think of
show.
it this way. Look at South Park, for instance. They have kept their freshness.
Yeah, they are way past their peak though.
Way more.
The best they could do is introduce like season long stories to try to spice things up, and they did pretty well with that.
They
not too
always
good.
Trey Parker and him do the best they can.
That's so.
It's like, I think right after the show's 20, is it their 23rd or 24th season? Like it's in that.
Technically, they're not on a season at all right now. They're doing they did the pandemic special. Now they're doing the post COVID special, and I think before that they did like the fuck. What was there's like 3 specials. I forget what the first one was.
Yeah.
Or maybe there were only 2. I don't know. But they've been doing specials recently.
Yeah, there's just a lot of hang on.
Yeah, what is it?
I was trying to say that my thing a little bit, but I was going to also say it's just like all shows get stale after a while. I think the reason why most shows get around stale around their midpoint is because that's where a lot of writers start to a little bit.
Usually not the midpoint. It's usually like the last 2 or 3 seasons.
Yeah.
And then after that point, they realize it's dead. Take The Office, for example. The peak was like season fucking 3 through 5, and then like, you know, towards the end, 6, 7, 8, they realized like this is getting worse. And then Steve Carell left at the end of season 7. That was like one good episode for that season. And then 8 and 9 are just like zombie Office, where they just keep throwing in new characters, trying to make it stick, and you know, it's just completely dead at that point.
Yeah, throwing new characters is a thing. It's just like from all the point. Like we have these new.
Yeah, exactly. With the Starlight Glimmer thing, classic example. When a show starts throwing in new characters, that's a very good indication, especially an animated show or a sitcom, I guess. It's a very good indication that it's about to die.
Yeah, that's why seasons 5 is kind of because I tell people seasons 1 through 5 is the best era, but I would say seasons 5 is the lowest point, and 6 through
maybe 1 through 4.
Like 1 through 4 is good, then 5 through 9 is the last.
Yeah, I'd say 7, 8, 9 in this case would be the last crappy ones.
Yeah, it's like 7, 8, 9. They just didn't do a 2-parter spell. They did separate episodes. By the end of the series, they did a two-parter too, and I added almost 36 parts for the entire 9 seasons, including 2 specials, there a movie and a Christmas special, both a year apart, and that adds up to 38, which basically that's about almost 20 hours of watching. I wouldn't binge it too long because after a while, when I watch My Little Pony over and over again, like I can remember most everything there is in the show. Like I can tell you that there's a certain point in time where a show will start to get stale. It'd be like when I first heard them using Two Moon Harmony again for the Kerfuffle, that other character from the Christmas special. That one was a throwaway from me. Like Kerfuffle. It's with a K in it.
Are you talking about MLP?
Yes, Kerfuffle.
I don't remember that character.
It's from seasons 8 during the Christmas.
Oh yeah, I didn't see fucking season 8, all of it. So or anything after that.
So the last 3 seasons, I would tell you right now, that was a hard time just trying to sit through it because of how.
Yeah, that's how I feel when watching season 8. It's pretty rough.
It's like a bunch of my friends online do sometimes hate Duration 4's last few, but you still need to give some.
Who the fuck hates the early MLP? It's the peak of it. What the hell?
Some people do hate it. Hardcore in some cases.
Well, that's just anti-bronies. I never understood anti-bronies. I guess the only reason why we were ever hated was because, like, at first they thought we were just trolls, and then they thought we were just, like, some kind of an extension of the furry fandom or something. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't understand it. Also, I guess, like, because, there was a lot of hate for us coming from 4chan and YouTube because, obviously all over YouTube there's, like, pony video, or at least back then there were pony videos.
Yeah.
Like integrating themselves into everything.
While we're moving on the other topics, like we have already expanded upon that. I think what we also can go switching over to topic 2. What would a brony Christmas look like? I think if I were to go off of this comic of the day, that's kind of a little bit of a mess for me because I do have good Christmases with bronies and stuff, but a typical brony Christmas is kind of like hanging with your wifey or something like that, or open presents are mostly,
That's a typical 4chan otaku Christmas, yeah. Those threads are always fun. I'm actually going to look forward to those this year.
I
always love those.
This year, I call it
well, let me just explain what that is. For those who don't know, and actually I'll send you guys a thread if I can find one up right now.
I just pronounced Christmas incorrectly, but I made it brutally no, it's called Christmas.
Well, actually, that is historically what it was, Christmas. Yeah.
Like Christmas, like the T itself is silent, but if you say it with Christmas, that sounds completely different.
Well, that's what it was. It was Mass, which is a gathering of Christians, usually Catholics, and then about Christ. So yeah, that's what it was. And then we just kept saying it, and if you keep saying a word over and over again, it goes from Christmas to Christmas over time.
Mm-hmm.
And then for a while, we just put it as Xmas.
Yeah,
but anyway.
I think what a lot of the brony Christmas stuff, I would imagine, I think they would just say Happy Holidays because I would expect a lot of
or Happy Hearthwarming. Yeah. That's what I've heard a lot in the fandom.
And some people avoid the religious aspect of it, so they're just mostly atheist kind of holiday where they don't have any kind of holiday.
Yeah.
It's like
which it shouldn't even be called holiday because that comes from holy day.
Yeah, it'd be funny if it were just called day. That's what it'd be just called, like
just special day. Fun day.
And then another thing too about that, with Christmas brony stuff, I remember Hasbro and Hub Network did a Christmas thing on the day Christmas happened. We had a big event that happened on Christmas Day for me. I think that was 2014. That was the last year that Hub Network existed.
Yeah, it is. Then they disintegrated into freaking Discovery Family.
Yeah, that's when a lot of shows on Discovery and Hub Network just switched around. Like
I'm trying to think. Go ahead.
I was trying to say that for another way how you can see Brony Christmas is that it's just mostly a My Little Pony stuff, big plushies, questionable toys, and people that love each other and stuff, and all this kind of stuff, getting gifts. People getting new tech, people getting new books, just everything there is in the Christmas aspect for brony stuff. But another thing too is getting art. This also goes on to because I already got Lunar's Christmas stuff ready for that picture I have, so that's kind of what I will go off here. It's because of that.
Yeah, I'm trying to look up where the Christmas waifu threads were on 4chan.
That sounds pretty old. Like
I love it. It's funny.
Is it like that?
It's on A. I'm fucking stupid. I went on Otaku Culture. It's on A, the original board on 4chan. A for anime.
Oh man, I'm trying.
I'm fucking stupid. Let's see if it's up already.
I'm trying to think. Like, wow.
Come on, Anons. Anyway, it's usually Anons posting pictures of them with their waifu, like you said, but it's like them in a plushie. And then there was like a couple years where bronies were doing it, and it's really funny.
Yeah, there was a lot of things that happened in those days. Like 4chan was like one of the first few forums before Question Daddy existed.
Well, no, it was where the brony fandom started. Yeah, we've covered that.
Yeah, it was kind of like you had a couple of hundred people that were old school, or maybe a couple of thousand, I think.
No, I guess the thread doesn't start until Christmas Day. Damn. Oh well.
Yeah, Christmas Day is in about 4 days.
Yeah, alright, well we can continue on with what I think the brony Christmas would look like. Yeah, lots of plushies everywhere, lots of dudes chilling in, well, if it's just bronies, and also it would also include Pegasisters, I guess. Yeah, so just like bronies and Pegasisters chilling. I think it'd be really cool to do like what they used to have YouTuber house communes. That'd be pretty cool if like a bunch of bronies got together and like hung out in a like house brony house for the season. Yeah, it'd probably be just like a massive Christmas tree and like heartwarming stuff and like ponies everywhere. Pretty lit. Lots, like you said, lots of gaming and tech and stuff that bronies are generally interested in.
Yeah.
What do you think, Lunar?
Kind of like similar to what you said, Gamertech, if you want my honest opinion. But maybe get all the what am I trying to say? The ponies on Twitch together.
Throwing some anime shit too.
Or you could a big
what are those called? The radiator. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Like the thing like they sit under, it's like a table. It has a radiator.
Yeah.
I always wanted one of those. I'm trying to remember what it's called. Like a hope. Fuck, I can't remember. It's a Japanese word. It's like a completely different language than what I understand. So I don't know.
Don't ask. I don't speak Japanese.
Yeah, I know. But if you've seen anime, you know a little Japanese. Let's see. Japanese heated table.
No idea.
Yes, it's. Hang on, Google's gonna tell me. What the fuck is it? Oh, kotatsu. Thank you, Google. It's a kotatsu. Yeah.
Thank Google for
these are cool. I'll send you a picture of this chick chilling under a kotatsu. These are. I would kill for one of these. I mean, they're fucking amazing. And I'm posting it in the Enclave. And that's a YouTube video. My bad. The picture I gotta post. Hang on. Yeah, but I would kill for one of these because I could throw my MacBook on top of it and like record FFP in ultimate comfort, and it would just be me like sleeping the entire time probably. But it's awesome.
That's actually really cool looking. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, they just recently added this. They added more Western stuff because in Japan traditionally they don't have raised mattresses or like bedspreads. So they for like thousands of years they'd sleep like either directly on the floor just with a pillow or something. And now recently they're adding like those. You can see her head is on like a bunch of pillows and like sofa cushions. Yeah, they've combined Western culture with Japanese culture, and it's like freaking amazing. That's why I want to go to southern Japan because that whole area is amazing. But anyway, I'm not a weeaboo. I swear. Don't call me a weeaboo. I'm not a weeaboo. I love America. I love America.
You know what would be funny? Yeah. Weeaboo. You know what's called webboo.
Oh God.
Well, I know they say you're a Westaboo if you like the West, and you're a Koreaboo if you like Korea.
A Wowaboo.
That's all that. I don't even know what you're talking about, my dude.
What would you call? I don't even want to go there. I mean, hey, don't count that possibility out, Gamertech. I'd go with you.
I've heard Wehraboo if you like Germany, because like the Wehrmacht is their army.
I wouldn't mind visiting Tokyo.
I just imagine exaggerating Germany with.
No, you don't want to go to Tokyo. You want to go to Akihabara, which is the anime district where they fucking make all the anime in Tokyo.
Let's see what Germany says about weeaboo in their language.
Yeah, the word in German for weeaboo is weeaboo because it's a fucking English and German word. Anyway,
Wow.
well, it's not even a real word. It's like a mix of things. Like waifu. Waifu is based on the Japanese pronunciation of wife.
I was literally just about to ask where the hell
waifu. You didn't know that?
I did not know that. No.
That's a quick topic. Where does the word waifu come from? Because we jokingly use it all the time.
Wow.
Yeah, waifu is a corruption of the Japanese pronunciation of wife. Because yeah. Also, for example, another example is like Kira and Death Note is like their pronunciation of killer. They say yeah.
Also, I'm pinning the topic list.
Go ahead, makes sense.
Yeah, that way we can find it. And I'll get rid
what
of
I usually do is I just repost it at the bottom of the chat so it can be easily found again and again.
Yeah, I just removed
because inevitably during a stream we always share like pics and stuff or topics with each other.
Yeah,
so just like keep it there so we can see it. Yeah, okay, let's go to Lunar's deep discussion on where the fandom is. I think what we meant to put that as is Lunar's deep discussion of how the fandom can improve.
Yeah,
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna let there be a diversity of opinions and people on this channel, even though I don't personally agree with you. I think G5 is shit. It's a trash fire, like I said last episode. But hey,
you're trash fire.
We're all bronies. We're all entitled to our own opinions. There's much more important things in life. Anyway, yeah, go ahead with what you think. How the fandom can improve.
Well, it's like I was saying last time we were doing this. What was it? Last week?
Yeah, it was. Well,
what was the stuff I was
bringing up? It was a couple days ago.
What was the stuff I was bringing up? How like there's so much like. God, I'm trying to remember what the hell I said.
Hey, there's this thing called YouTube that preserves things forever. So,
oh yeah, I could go check it out, but
you're not going to, are you?
No, well, I tried improving on that. So, well, it's like I was talking to one of my friends earlier about it. Like, there's a lot of issues that I think are going on right now, but honestly, I think Gen 5, the ending of Gen 4 and BronyCon itself. If you want
still haven't seen the ending of G4, my dude.
I'm aware of that, but if you want my honest opinion, the ending of BronyCon and the ending of G4 was a big hit on the fandom. A lot of people were depressed because of it, but if you want my honest opinion, Gen 5... What?
I said be included.
Well, yeah, a lot of people were.
Because, keep in mind, also Game of Thrones ended that year, and I think something else that I can't remember off the top of my head ended as well in 2019. So yeah, it was a lot of shit. It's also the year I turned 18, so yeah, a lot of shit was happening.
Oh yeah, I mean, but then you go forward, you got Gen 5 coming out, you got cons are starting to reopen, like a lot of potential is coming back into the fandom.
Well, yeah, but you seem to think that it's going to reach its peak again, and keep in mind, I'm not even sure I want it to, ever. But
if you want my honest
opinion, no way for that to happen. Unless it's going to be a fake return to opinion, like what we had 2 times in the Pokemon, or 3 times actually, technically, in the Pokemon community, which is ASP, I'm not sure how into Pokemon you are. But, so Pokemon had a brief resurgence in, 2005, where people were playing the Game Boy games again, and then it came back again in, 2013, when Gen 6 came out of Pokemon, because it had a lot of the old, Charmander, Pikachu, Bulbasaur, originals, Squirtle. And then, of course, I haven't said the word Squirtle in 20 years. And then, of course, we have, what the fuck is it called? We have the third fucking Pokemon Renaissance that's still going on now, which is when they introduced Pokemon Go, and of course, the whole country became obsessed with it, which obviously I thought was super cringe, because literally the year before that, I was bullied by girls for playing the Elder Scrolls and Pokemon and stuff, and then fucking those same girls spent the whole summer playing Pokemon Go, and I was furious. Yeah. They're all talking about, I caught a Pikachu, look how cool my fucking Charmander is, fuck you! Fuck you! God damn it!
But no, getting back to...
They were all bitching on me for not playing Call of Duty. Yeah, sorry, go.
Getting back to what I was saying, like I said in the last podcast, and now I'm drawing a blank. Shit.
It doesn't matter. We got a ton of stuff to talk about considering we.
No, I know, but I actually want to take that point across.
Go ahead.
Oh wait, yeah. Like I said in the last podcast, literally, there needs when Gen 5 comes out fully, there needs to be a group of people who, like I said in the last stream, they need to step up and we need to actually get this fandom back on track, in my opinion.
Well, another thing too, I can go off of that, is that content needs to be a little bit more better, and there's a bunch of old content that has never been updated about how to do follow Pony Brony YouTube, and it's been outdated for 6 years, and they need to update it so people in the Brony fan can at least get a ground on YouTube. Just like I've been doing this for 6 years, I've done YouTube for at least when it first came out, and I think another thing that Brony should...
That's not 6 years ago. That's like 15 years ago. YouTube came out.
Yeah. So
no, 16 years ago.
Yeah, 16. I remember pretty much most of the content that came.
So you've been on YouTube since you were 6 years old?
Yes, 6.5 or 7.
Holy shit! Yeah.
So another thing too about it is that the Brony fandom should be more accepting and more better off instead of having their ego. Because the most negative thing that I have with the fandom, and that should be back on track and it should be looked upon, is the amount of people that have not abused their ability as a fan creator and use it. They should use their content for entertainment purposes instead of just, using it for just because. They need to make content that is somewhat relevant.
If by just because you mean people who do it just to make Patreon money, then I agree with you.
I think what they need to do is make content that people on YouTube, like SFM community, let's say from all point the SFM community, for instance. They've been around since 2011 and 2012 when it first came out. So that should have been the thing that I told myself. People need to start being better at doing just pony content, because there's a bunch of these people that are YouTubers that don't even do that. They just out of the... And people use Blender and stuff now for Overwatch animations, for all of that freaking you-know-what that they make about Overwatch, NSFW content. Mm-hmm. Not to mention, they've still been using the same pony models for SFM for like 12 years. They should really fucking, that's just an approximation because I'm tired. I think it's actually like 10 years they've been using the same ones. But anyway, yeah, because Skyrim and MLP came out like a month from each other, so yeah. Anyway, yeah, so that for that reason, they really need to update. I think the SFM community should get new models and then go over to Blender, because Blender is free and it's on Linux, Windows, Mac, and better models. Blender is a little bit harder than SFM, and it's much easier to play around with.
Well, that's because it's real animation tool, dude. It's not like game.
Well, the animation and Blender.
And I'm not saying SFM is illegitimate. I like SFM stuff. I've seen a lot of SFM things.
I told many people I would never touch not SFM but Blender. I would never touch Blender because of other reasons. I just don't like how... I like the animations, but it's too much time. It would take about a full year for me to learn everything ever again, because I wasted almost a whole semester learning Blender, and I basically don't think those skills would work for me.
Well, at least you could get a job with those skills as well.
Not really,
as a real animator.
I haven't really played with Blender, and I try my best to stay away
from it. Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is if you do learn it, take the plunge. Learn the software, and then actually make real shit. That's what my advice would be.
And if I were to do that again, I'll be spending most of my lifetime just trying to get it.
Yeah, that's why I don't work in IT or anything, because you don't want to spend your life in front of a computer.
Well, here's another thing. Another thing too about it is that there's a ton of programming language you have to learn in Blender, and I
don't think you have to learn a programming language. That's stuff you use when you are creating programs, which I won't do because it's way too much.
But the animation keys are difficult because I've played with them. It is a nightmare.
Yeah. Well. It's like with Photoshop versus MS Paint. You can use MS Paint, but you can use Photoshop, and even though it's harder, it's gonna make a way better result.
Photoshop is much easier for me because I spent a couple of years playing with it. I have more fun with that than I do with Blender, because Blender is a nightmare.
Yeah. I don't even know what Blender is, so...
It's animation software for Linux and Mac and Windows. It's free.
Oh, see, that's why I don't have a Mac or a Windows. Oh wait, I have a freaking Chromebook.
Yeah, that's a Linux.
Well, another thing too with Blender is that what I have a difficult with is its layout, because I played around with it since 2014, so I've been around with Blender since then, about almost 9 years ago. And I think to me, it's just, why would I want to spend another year just learning Blender instead of taking shortcuts? Because I took a lot of shortcuts in one semester for almost a full entire month or so. And I just basically would say learning one thing takes me a whole semester's worth on Blender. I do not want to do that ever again because I had to go through so many videos and so many tutorials. It was not even just laughable. It was just sad because the amount of time stuff I have to learn just for the entire program itself. Just why would I want to waste almost years and years? Like, it's a skill you can use.
Yeah, we're talking a little bit too much about Blender, I think.
I know. I'm just saying it's just a lot.
All right, yeah. We'll save that for another time, I guess. We talk about animating, but yeah, animation. All right, let's go with Japanese Equestria Girls because that just got leaked today. What do you guys think about, or yesterday or sometime recently on Equestria Daily? What do you guys think about Japanese Equestria Girls? Have you guys seen that picture? I posted it.
I think for me it's just straight up questionable what they're going to be
doing. Yeah, it looks like lowly stuff, to be honest. That's why I'm a little apprehensive.
Honestly, I think it also looks questionable as well, judging by the photo we have here in the Enclave.
Yeah, it looks like lowly stuff.
It kind of does.
Well, it is Japan. What do you expect?
True.
Their age of consent in most provinces is like 13, so...
This is also true.
This is also something we probably can't talk about on YouTube.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's also probably true.
We do not condone. We are Americans. We like the age of consent being 18, right, guys?
Oh,
100%.
We don't allow underage stuff here.
That's true. We literally don't allow them in my server at all. Okay. Yeah. All right. So yeah, they made Equestria Girls. I'll pull it up on my recording right now. Mm-hmm. If I can find the frickin' picture on my... Did I even save it on my hard drive? Probably not.
You put it in the Enclave if you need it.
Yeah, there it is. All right, I'm going to put it on the stream for those actually watching. Because I need to be doing this. I need to pull up pictures while we're recording. Make it more interactive.
True.
Yeah, oh, now it's taking up the whole thing. Ah!
Are you actually live on your end, Gamertech?
No, but I am recording it in OBS, which I honestly should be streaming this. I don't know why I'm not. Probably because I'm too fucking lazy. And I like being able to edit things, so...
I don't know what's wrong with Nightshade.
Just covered Lunar's face with the Sailor Crew. Okay, it literally says Pretty Sailor Crew. And it's Sweetie Belle, Apple Bloom, and Sweetie Belle, Apple Bloom, and Scootaloo. I almost called Scootaloo Sweetie Belle. And it's it's made by No Idea, KNOW Idea. 2021, so yeah, it's brand new. So yeah, basically, it looks exactly like the Equestria Girls designs for all of the characters, except of course they have boobs now, and Scootaloo has a boy haircut, because he's a tomboy, I guess. Cool. Oh god, I just realized Apple Bloom is wearing a freaking, super high skirt, and you can see both her and Scootaloo's skin. Okay, I'm taking this off the picture.
Fuck. Why?
Disturbing. This is an official promotional material in Japan, folks. At least that's what I've been led to believe.
Unreal.
It may turn out to be a troll in the end. I mean, none of us can read Japanese, so...
Probably.
But, yeah, for all we know in Japanese, this says never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down.
Okay, why?
That'd be a good way to troll people. Just write that in other languages. Yeah, just write that in other languages so they don't know that that's what, they're being rickrolled.
Did you know there was a rickroll point in time that someone made on an essay at one point on YouTube?
Someone made an essay on rickrolling?
And they put the entire lyrics in their entire report about something.
Oh my god. Stop.
Okay, that's good. Rickroll your professor and get kicked out of college. That actually made me laugh.
Yeah.
Whoever did that, you fucking won my respect.
You win on every level of respect from me too, because that's trolling the living shit out of them.
GG.
Yeah.
Imagine on stream people just said, "Never gonna get you up," and just in chat they just all say,
"It's never gonna give you up," but yeah.
GG's.
Never gonna get you up. That is a totally different meaning, ASP. Careful.
Oh.
Gonna never get you up.
Okay. All right. We are a little behind schedule with time, so let's go with let's move on to the ASP's glorious MLP manga review because ASP actually owns the manga.
Yeah.
What do you think of the MLP manga, ASP?
My thoughts on it are pretty positive. it's kind of its own little world. It's just like every other kind of manga, those kind of like girly girl kind of mangas and stuff. And good
slice of life, where it's just
it's like a very big
happenings.
slice of life book. It's 3 volumes. It's about 348 pages long. Over 24 chapters, a good 2-hour read at most. Every story is its own little timeline, and there's 3 arcs in the entire 3 books. The first...
Wait, if they're all episodic and they're all different, how are there arcs?
Well, there is, sometimes in the very middle of each book, there is an arc, because some reason why they're being so silly and so ridiculously exaggerated, like, Pony Life, in a sense. It's just like everything in the entire...
Whoa!
So it's kind of...
Don't compare manga and anime to fucking Pony Life, God.
Like, I'm not trying to say the anime.
We're really gonna piss off Japan with this episode, holy shit.
But
wow.
I'm not saying I'm comparing, I'm just saying, like, everything about the stereotypes in the manga itself.
Yeah.
But there's some just over the top stuff in there. Like, there is
like what?
Transformer battle with Discord. The second one being a time, like by the end of the second arc, which is the second book, it's a little bit of a middle downer because it gets pretty slow. And then at the very end of the series itself, the artwork is perfect, but majority of it's not in color, so I would have expected no color.
Yeah, manga's never in color. It's like a tradition because they were printed in black and white originally.
And the last arc is the time travel arc, which, fun fact, Pinkie Pie decides to take an object for time and space and completely destroy the entire time continuation by stopping something or making something happen, because I'm trying to remember exactly what it is, but I know it's that, because the arc itself is pretty long, because by the very first half of the last of the book is all its own thing. Then the next half is just completely a different arc that is just Pinkie Pie, this time travel. Even the artist himself is self-inserted. Funny.
When he has his own pony OC?
Yes, their own OC is self-inserted by the very end of the arc.
Into the actual story, or just at the end, like, revealing stuff?
Inserted in the story, which was pretty common. It's like not a common thing, it's just like it...
Well, it's a little fucking weird.
Yeah, because I used to try to read some manga. The only manga I would have read was possibly Soul Eater or Possibility Fairy Tale.
I've read Soul Eater, actually.
It's pretty dark, I would say.
Well, some of it, yeah.
I'm trying to say...
I don't think it's that dark, yeah. But go on.
Well, with the MLP manga itself, it's a pretty straightforward read. It's pretty decent on its story. The pacing in it's pretty fast, which I like for a manga. Yeah. It's like, if I were to read it, it's fast enough. It'd be only under an hour at most. Like, an hour and 50 minutes, because it has only 24 chapters. That's decent on my own belief about the entire little mini series itself, but there's no other manga after it. So after Generation 4 ended, that manga was the last thing to ever be made, including the comics that were in between. The manga is in its own separate timeline because it's in an AU universe where characters have their own personality shift. It's AU alternate universe, not AU alternate universe, including Discord being still a bad guy in the show itself. And Pinkie Pie being breaking every single fourth wall there is in the book, and even have a self-aware moment.
Well, there's only one fourth wall. The fourth wall is in a show. It's the one you can't see. It's the one that you're looking through. Like if you look at any episode of, like, say, Family Guy, there's 3 walls you can see, and the fourth one is the one that's your screen.
Yeah, it's like that's a
lot of people don't understand that. Like they'll like show an actual wall being broken. I'm like, oh, you fucking idiots! Don't know what fourth wall means.
They take the fourth wall and exaggerate it and say, "Oh, this is the fourth wall," and they just break it. That's kind of what it sounds like.
Yeah,
it's like
that's what I'm talking about. That's like idiots who don't understand the meaning of the word.
Yeah, it's just like the manga itself is not that, like I said, not big. Good characters. Now, Plot herself is only major in the first arc, which.
Well, since it's a manga, I'm most concerned with the art style, which we can easily see without reading it. So let me look back at.
I looked at it.
My images.
The images they have in there are basically very good, but at the same time, there is some saucy stuff. There's some wardrobe stuff, and there is
There's saucy stuff.
There is some.
In the My Little Pony manga for like kids, really?
Yeah, it a little bit hinted a little bit of some stuff in there. Like I looked at it because the first few arcs do have a little bit of that kind of question.
Oh yeah, I love this art style. I'm looking at it now.
The artist himself,
it's the way I best describe it is it's very close to the show, but it's got a little like a Japanese hint.
Oh,
kind of interesting.
Yeah, because by the end of the like I said, first arc, after the Transformer battle with all the main six, there's a tea party thing. That's just the...
Yeah, this is gonna be my new profile picture, the freaking Celestia sunglasses one.
Yeah, that's the cute one.
There we go.
That's the cute one. And the thing is, by the end of the second arc, there is something completely different where, like I said, there is a subpoint. It's like the middle part of the story where things get a little bit slower, but by the end of the last chapter of the second book, hinted the last arc and part of Pinkie Pie's entire arc in the third one. Which, like I said, Pinkie Pie completely breaks the entire fourth wall in the time travel arc, which was pretty interesting to have Rose and Dr. Hooves in it, which is pretty decent in my own, like I said, pretty decent from its own pacing. But there was some points of it where it got really incoherent in some moments, because if you have Pinkie Pie, you're going to have some pretty incoherent nonsense.
Yeah.
It's like, you take the nonsense that's already from the show and you put it into a blender with manga, you take it to a whole nother level is what I call it.
Alright.
But like I said...
Yeah, let's skip over topic 6 today, because that could be really its own podcast.
Yeah.
And let's play the middle song. We're about an hour in.
I'm gonna mute myself.
Yeah, for your stream as well. And then I'll just start that, and then when I start talking again, that's when the show is back on. Alright, so thank you everyone for listening so far, and we will be back in 4 minutes.
3 months of winter coolness and awesome holidays.
We've kept our hoofsies warm at home, time off from work to play.
But the food we've stored is running out, and we can't grow in this cold. And even though I love my boots, this fashion's getting old. The time has come to welcome spring and all things warm and green. But it's also time to say goodbye. It's winter, we must clean. How can I help? I'm new, you see. What does every pony do? How do I fit in without magic? I haven't got a clue. Winter wrap up, winter wrap up. Let's finish our holiday cheer. Winter wrap up, winter wrap up. 'Cause tomorrow spring is here. 'Cause tomorrow spring is here. Bringing home the southern birds. A Pegasus job begins, and clearing all the gloomy skies. We let the sun shine in. We move the clouds and we melt the white snow. When the sun comes up, its warmth and beauty will glow. Winter wrap up, winter wrap up. Let's finish our holiday cheer. Winter wrap up, winter wrap up. 'Cause tomorrow spring is here. Winter wrap up, winter wrap up. 'Cause tomorrow spring is here. 'Cause tomorrow spring is here. Little critters hibernate under the snow and ice.
We wake up all their sleepy heads so quietly and nice.
We help them gather up their food, fix their homes below.
We welcome back the southern birds so their families can grow.
Winter wrap up, winter wrap up. Let's finish our holiday cheer. Winter wrap up, winter wrap up. 'Cause tomorrow spring is here. Winter wrap up, 'cause tomorrow spring is here. 'Cause tomorrow spring is here. No easy task to clear the ground, plant our tiny seeds with proper care and sunshine. Everyone it feeds. Apples, carrots, celery stalks, colorful flowers too. We must work so very hard, it's just so much to do. Winter wrap up, winter wrap up. Let's finish our holiday cheer. Winter wrap up, winter wrap up. 'Cause tomorrow spring is here. Winter wrap up, winter wrap up. 'Cause tomorrow spring
there. Now that I know what they all do, I have to find my place and help with all of my heart. Tough task ahead I face. How will I do without my magic? Help the earth pony way. I wanna belong, so I must do my best today. Do my best today. Winter wrap up, winter wrap up. Let's finish our holiday cheer. Winter wrap up, winter wrap up. 'Cause tomorrow spring is here. Winter wrap up, winter wrap up. 'Cause tomorrow spring is here. 'Cause tomorrow spring is here. 'Cause tomorrow spring is here.
For more great
Well, that
Pony
little
fun,
advertisement
go to
was unintentional,
mylittlepony.com.
but welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Emerald Fire, once again, and we will be continuing on with our topics.
I am also
So-
here.
Yep, of course. Alright, moving on, we have topic number 7, which is the Brony analyst community, and what are our thoughts on them? Personally, I really liked Digibro back in the day, Digibrony MLP. I also enjoyed KP a little bit, and I usually like to watch them like right after the episode came out, so I would like watch it, and then I would immediately go on YouTube and watch the Brony analysts' take on it, because back then we had all these theories about what was going to happen, and like, you know, how relevant each episode was. And that was kind of it. It was like a really interesting sub community, I think, within the fandom.
Yeah.
And then obviously it got taken, like we've talked about before, it got taken way out of hand. It became kind of its own community. And then it got really weird when Chris Chan kind of got involved. It was just, I don't even know.
Yeah, there's a
bizarre.
lot of stuff that I still remember. I remember Digibrony.
Oh, and I forgot about Dr. Wolf. I was in a Dr. Wolf video at one point.
I
Yay.
think it was Dr. Wolf, Saber Spark, AC Ray Spaz,
Yeah, fuck Saber Spark. He's the traitor.
Jay
Sorry.
Haler is another one. I like Jay Haler. He was an old
Yeah, there were a lot. For no good reason.
no for good reason.
That Quill
not a
guy.
commentary. He was more like gossip kind of.
Is he even a Brony guy, or am I don't know. Maybe.
Rob,
I think he was.
There was Rob. There is Rose. There's Pinky Rose. Not Pinky Rose. Pinky Rose is a VA fan voice actor. And then there is Josh Scorcher. There is I think it was Emmethy something. There was a few.
Yeah, we don't need to name all of them, but yeah, I'm just talking about the core ones.
So,
also the Griffin guy. I forget what his name was. Silverstream or something.
yeah, there's
Silver or something.
to me. I think that the analyst community is more considerately called the commentary, or.
No, it isn't, because commentary community is an entirely different thing within YouTube
But do you think
that I don't want to
there's
go into.
Do you think there's some commentary in between the analysts that they do? All these analysts that we mostly do love?
What?
Like, do you think the commentary...
Did any of them join the commentary
Yes.
community? Yes, Digibro did. Yeah.
Did he do it for his...
Digibro, for those who don't know, is trans now, so it's actually Digine, it's a woman. Anyway, Digine was the fiance of... I can't talk too much about this guy, but Ethan Ralph's fiance, May, Pensu Party, and yeah, Pensu Party made some not safe for. I think it was her that made some not safe for work stuff for the fandom, and then she ended up marrying Ethan Ralph. Who, get this? Ethan Ralph is the guy that was the one that recorded Chris Chan's arrest. So see, it all comes together. Digibrony MLP goes back to May, and that goes back to Ethan Ralph.
It's full circle.
And Ethan Ralph goes back to Chris Chan, and Chris Chan goes back to Digibro. So it's all crazy. It all comes full circle. They all link back to each other.
Well,
it's pretty fucking nuts.
Another notable one that was a pretty old one, I think it was Silverquill.
Well, you were just saying, like, which ones actually... Yeah, Silverquill, that's what I was talking about. Thank you. But that's the only one who kind of actually joined the commentary community, which is mostly politics on YouTube.
Yeah.
And Gamergate
yeah,
shit.
Like Josh Scorcher or the Flaming Joker, their own...
Yeah, and by the way, most of those guys hate bronies. Most of the commentary people, so...
Yeah, I would say the reason why, like, the subculture of analysts is a very, surface level. If it was an iceberg, it's very well known that we had. Lightning Bliss is notably one of the other old ones, but I would say her stuff has gotten very stale because the projects they have been doing lately have not been relevant. They're mostly just like personal projects that they want to get out there to express their own opinion about it. But analyzing something on YouTube for funny content, I would say from a point of view as a person who's met some of these commentators, I only met 2 or 3 of them. Dr. Wolf, Lightning Bliss, and even Cyberquill. All of them are kind of my old OGs of the fandom. Like if I try to talk with them, I would think they would be, barking at me and stuff for like doing certain, like they'll bark at people who want to do analysts because they don't like people who are new. They want people who are only the best. Because I would say they do respect, they do like new people, but you have to have a certain standard. They have a standard limit of 50 videos that have to be posted about ponies. If they don't, then they have a standard. They do.
That's kind of strange. Okay.
Yeah, they have standards that are pretty strict. They also have code of conducts that are also behind the scenes about all the analysts, that stuff. They also have to have their script written by certain people so they can get the amount of views that they need for their videos. Funny enough.
That's fucking weird.
It's a very weird part of the community where you have to have a lot of people helping you because normally if you are a small content creator, you got to have more than maybe.
Well, that's just how being a content creator is in general. If you're the kind of person who's soulless and only cares about success, then you do have to have connections.
Yeah, it's called networking, connections, and I met some people for connections, but I just think alone OG bronies and OG content creators do try to help new content creators, but the new generation we're in for My Little Pony fans, there's not a lot of new analysts that I've tried. I've tried to look into a lot of new ones, but a bunch of them are not really relevant because a lot of their stuff is their own likes. Like, Finn the Pony does a lot of his own stuff. He's just kind of somewhat old, but I would say he's still a 2014 era of the fandom. Funny enough, before the Toon Chris situation, he was a analyst. Before that, he was the well-known one. He did it for 4 years until 2015. He decided to do some suspicious. We're not going to talk about it, but I will say he was one of the very few people that were pretty influential with getting people out there. Firstly, yeah, he was a.
And once again, fuck Saberspark.
Yeah, Saberspark doesn't do a whole lot. He has. I think.
Yeah, he brutally abandoned the MLP fandom and then gained like 10 times as many fans as he had, 20 times even. I've been a fan of him. I was a fan of him fucking like 10 years ago, and I hate him now. Because he's a popular cartoon YouTuber. And, of course, he then like, brought up G5, and he was like, did you guys know I was once a brony? And he's all embarrassed about it, and I was like, oh my fucking god.
How would you be so embarrassed about your content? Like, I have watched it.
Yeah, because he abandoned the fandom once it was no longer profitable, and that's scum. I mean, off the top of my head, he's by far one of the worst ex-bronies.
Not gonna lie, this fandom has a lot of potential still, in my opinion.
Yes, there's a ton of people that need to write scripts.
Oh, yeah, I guarantee you, if MLP became mainstream at all, he would be like, "Hi, guys, I was a brony. I've been here since the beginning." Oh, fucking asshole.
Yeah, here's the thing about it. Like, I understand that a lot of people have their own opinion about how the fandom should be run and how, like, the most common issue I think now is because since we have such...
The fandom should be run. It's not an organization. We don't need people running it.
From what I understand about the people who are not really informed about the fandom, but they just know surface level format, they think that anyone that is a certain level of all, like, let's not say the autism excuse card, they think that, that's the thing that a lot of non-bronies do. They try to say that most bronies are just somewhat autistic and
to be fair, like, a lot of bronies do have autism.
Yeah, like, I don't understand what's the deal with the normies, that non-typical people that don't get it. Because
neurotypical people.
Yeah, non-typical. And I will say right now, from my experience with the analysts are mostly somewhat normal, but they do have, like I said.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm trying to say somewhat normal. I'm not.
Yeah, a lot of bronies have autism or Asperger's or just ADHD. I have Asperger's and ADHD.
But there were some bronies in the day. Like, what other? Because I know the analyst community started in like the very early days, like the very first years.
All I know is every brony I've ever met in real life had autism, so
yeah, like I'm just trying to.
That seems to be the most common one.
I'm trying to say that it takes me a lot of time to figure out where on earth did the analyst community really started. I think the really
people making videos on MLP.
Yeah, it was in 2011 to 2013 when the analyst community.
Probably not 2012.
Yeah, 2012 was the foundation point of the analyst community.
Wait, MLP premiered in 2010, didn't it?
Yeah,
Not 2011.
It was 2 years later that.
I don't know why. I think I thought it was 2011 because of Skyrim. I knew they came out around the same time. Never mind, I'm an idiot.
When do you, here's the question I like to ask people: when do you think that the analyst community really founded themselves in their foundation?
I mean, I don't know. We talked a lot about them right now.
I'm trying to
be honest.
It's like 2012.
They crumbled. They crumbled when most of the fandom crumbled, and they profited elsewhere and abandoned their fucking origin.
Yeah.
And that's scum. I mean, if you rise because of a community and then you abandon said community, you're a fucking asshole and you deserve deserve to fall.
It's like for you, Gamer. I understand that the type of opinions and stuff and your own perspective about it. And for me, I think it's just because people want change and they want something different. Like, understandable, but
But you don't abandon your past. I've never fucking done that.
Yeah, like I try not to abandon my past.
Like literally, unlike 90% of people, I still have my old videos when I was like fucking 10 on YouTube. They're there. You look hard enough.
Yeah, like
I'm gonna add on to Gamertech's quote there. Don't give up on your past. I mean, I'm gonna be straight up honest. I have there's a few people who I've been talking to who have been actually trying to get me to leave the fandom because of where it's at right now. Honestly, I ain't doing that.
What was the things that they were trying to tell you? Like, it's outdated, it's old stuff, it's scummy, it's all these.
It's just the toxicity in the fandom. Yeah. It's going down a bad road.
Yeah, like I have experienced so much toxicity in this fandom that I can tell you right off the bat. I'm not gonna get into it, but I would say a group of people that are called the scums of the earth, gossipers. And I'm gonna say this right now, even though the commentary community and the NS community,
it's not the commentary community.
Yeah, both of them are two separate things. Two separate things that I will say.
Yeah, the commentary community is a regular thing that's like 20 times bigger than the brony community, even.
Like, I think with the commentary community, I remember.
Just stop saying commentary community because you can get banned off YouTube for even mentioning them. So let's just move on.
But I've been.
Those guys are all gone.
I've been done that. I'm not gonna get banned. I know that exactly how they are, even though I don't have tags. But back onto track. So, I think from my point of view about the analyst community is a great. It is. I'm gonna give them some positives. They have done some pretty good, cool content that some people.
Yeah, obviously.
They do their best with vectors and artwork and background stuff. But the most common improvement, I think, a lot of people I basically get kind of a little bit worried about is that there's personality in part of it. There's a part of the community that gets kind of a little bit saddening is where they have to put a persona, which is most of all of us what we do, but I don't do that. I'm just saying this right now. Like, generally speaking, I think most analyst community should have less personality and more like informative opinions. Not like you take it too seriously, you take it too, less serious. It's like, I don't want any of that in the fandom. Like, we're supposed to tolerate any kind of criticism. But
yeah, our motto used to be love and tolerate. Remember those days?
Yes, I do. And honestly, I wish those days would come back.
Yeah, me too.
Like, it's literally I wear a...
Wouldn't we all want to be kids again? I mean, come on.
I wear the Miku pin, the Miku pony pin on my shirt, my work shirt, every day when I go to work. People ask me at work about that all the time. I'm like, yeah. Yep.
Oh, are you some kind of furry?
They literally no. I had a few people compliment the Miku pin. They knew what it was, and I also had a few people like, "What's that on your shirt?" I'm like, "Oh, it's just a pony pin." And they're like, "You're in the fandom?" I'm like, "Yeah." Yes, I am.
The thing is that a lot of people who don't understand the fandom. Here's another thing too, is that people should at least try to understand us as a community because our community is so big on every subcategory there is. Even the analyst community is very big. It's like in the hundreds of thousands, maybe.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there is only a small percentage of people out of those hundreds of people that make it to the top because people like them more because of this and that kind of thing. The most common...
Yeah, usually with the brony analyst community, it was like audio quality. Because this was YouTube 10 years ago, back when all you need to be successful was have high audio quality.
Well, there was other things too that you had to do. the most common thing that I remember that we had to do was
also come out with videos all the time.
It was like you had to be very fast and very quick pace on your thing.
Yep.
You didn't have any time for any kind of quality, because here's the fun part about it. Analysts had to like sacrifice all the quality they have in their video, and they only focus on getting it out as quick as possible, writing it down as quick, and under 10,000 words of a script. And that takes hours for it.
I know most YouTube videos are like exactly 10 minutes because like that's the best way to get monetized, and that's infuriating.
Yeah, it's like I can't. Like,
Yeah.
It's like some analysts that I remember never did that. All the videos I remember, they had to be around.
That back then that wasn't a rule.
That wasn't a rule, but now the rules that YouTube now.
I guarantee you, most of them would do it now.
Like it's like, if I wanted to do analysts, I would have to go through a process of seeing what I can see that is irrelevant. Like the only thing that's relevant now for My Little Pony is just Generation 5 reviews, or get my own opinion about it.
Or Generation 4 retrospectives are really big right now.
It's retro and the new generation, which they basically, I think what they had now, I think the biggest thing right now is iceberg related. That's been a bit relevant now.
Yeah, that's a meme. Like, oh, look at the MLP iceberg. Look at the Bible iceberg. Look at the Walking Dead iceberg. Something.
Even the
well, I'm not saying the Bible's fictional, but yeah.
Like,
go ahead.
The analyst fandom, to me, and overall, it's like a niche that is good because it gives you people.
It really shouldn't be its own fandom because that's Christian level obsession and it's bizarre.
Yeah.
Let's move on to we'll cover TF2 and like its own thing, because really TF2 could also be its own video. And also, guys, I think I got a request from someone who said, "Hey Jake, why don't you do like actual, like just regular review videos and stuff?" And honestly, boiling down that stuff into a 10-minute, or I prefer 20-minute to not be a scumbag, 20-minute video. Honestly, that's not a bad idea. How do you guys feel about doing like a TF2 video that's like just 20 minutes? Instead of being like just a part of a Full Free Press podcast episode, it's like it'll be like my episode on Fallout for the Full Free Press, but even that wasn't entirely Fallout focused.
Yeah.
Whereas this would be entirely a 20-minute TF2 video.
Yeah, I think what we could do is just like how does the TF2 community treated, or even how the TF2 for ponies existed in the first place, since it's around for
and Luna, we'll get you into TF2 because it's
you guys have to help me with that.
It's actually kind of shocking you haven't played it, to be honest.
I have played it for over 4 years now, and I got a lot of good stuff out of it.
Only 4 years, bro. I've been on TF2 for 8 years.
Yeah, like
damn, I outclassed both of you.
Well,
not in skill, because both of you would fucking snipe me in 5 seconds.
Well,
but in terms of actual playing,
here's the thing.
Still?
I have 100 hours plus, even though you might have more than I do, maybe 5 times more. But
I have like 200.
So how about twice as much? So I can still. I've done something before in TF2 where I just outclassed.
Yeah, but the thing is, I suck. So most of that is just me playing man versus machine.
Yeah, like I play both casual, trade servers, and MV.
Like there's literally a video on one of my old channels of me like doing a squeaker voice screaming at people when I was like 12 in TF2.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to like. There's a lot of free to play kids that I don't. There's a stereotype that I've.
Yeah, 90% of free to play games are shit, no doubt.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like I have.
You get what you pay for.
Yeah, I pay for TF2 now. I don't even do those free to play.
Of course, you have to have premium, so you just spend like $1 on a hat or something, and boom, you're a premium user.
Me, I bought me several boxes sets when I got my first TF2 pay thing, and it took months because I didn't.
Wait, you guys have Steam then, right?
Yeah.
Why have I not added either of you on Steam? Okay, you know
I don't have Steam. I have a Chromebook.
Oh yeah, you can't play.
You can't download Steam
how the
on a
fuck
Chromebook.
Are you playing? Wait, how are you playing COD and all of that then? On a console?
Duh.
Oh god.
Well,
console play.
I got console recordings of Doom.
Hey, Gamertech. Don't hate when you're looking at literally a 13.92 KD in ranked on Advanced Warfare. Don't hate.
Well, I'm just saying consoles are legitimately technologically inferior. Except for until like recently, where the Xbox Series X and PS5 are actually like just as good as PCs. And I swear to God, I wasn't paid by them. It's just like literally they have solid state drives, they have 60 FPS games, so that's as good as a PC now. Yay! After 50 years of gaming consoles, they're now as good as PCs. Yeah.
Gamertech switches to console revealed.
I mean, I would if I could fucking afford one of them, yeah.
Yeah.
But I already have a PC that I bought,
And another
so
thing
it's
too with
irrelevant.
TF2.
Gamertech says console's better than PC.
Yeah.
No, equal to at
Yeah.
best.
Oh, come on.
You still can't upgrade a console. You also can't even browse the internet normally on a console. You just have to use a fucking shitty controller browser.
Off of one thing too about TF2. TF2 still to this day, even though they have a lot of people that are old school.
TF2 hasn't been on console for like 15 years, dude.
It has.
I think it was on the Xbox for a little while.
It was only on the Xbox for about 4 years, I think, until 2000.
Yeah.
I think it was 2009 when they switched to PC, and it was still pay to win. I think it was called pay to win because if you were to have the console game when you had it on Steam back in the orange box, you would possibly have more than 50,000 hours on it and possibly be a level.
Yeah, there's also the infamous Tux. Have you heard about the Tux, like the Tux little penguin accessory that you could get for installing TF2 on Linux?
Yeah.
In 2013, I almost got it and I fucking failed because I played TF2 on Windows, Mac, and we had a Linux laptop and I never installed TF2 on it. Just 10 minutes of work and I could have gotten that fucking super rare item. God damn it!
I think I crafted a couple of rare items even for a level 32 person like I am.
Yeah, let's not talk too much about TF2 because let's do a dedicated video to it. I mean, if I get at least like, if you guys want to do it, we'll do it. Lunar, although you might not ever be a part of it because apparently you can't play TF2. Sadly,
I can play. I just gotta get something to use it on.
You gotta get a PC, my dude. So, all right. Moving on. Actually, yeah, let's just do the ASP Generation 5. Wait, no, I fucking skipped over the Lunar's waifu, my bad. Alright, Lunar,
Nice.
what is your waifu from Generation 4? Who is your waifu?
You really want to know that?
Yeah, that's the question.
Honestly, you're probably looking completely way out of order here because I'm not even picking any of the main characters. But if you want my honest opinion, I'm trying to remember what's the name of it. What's the name of that character? I don't even remember.
You don't even know the name of the character, then?
No,
yeah.
So long since I've watched any Gen 4 at all.
Wow.
Skip me and I'll go back to it. Give me a second. I gotta look it up.
Oh god.
My apologies.
Okay. While you're doing that, let's have ASP answer his question, which is ASP, who is your favorite Gen 5 character? There?
Did we lose ASP?
Maybe, I don't know. ASP! Dude. Did he just vanish?
I don't know.
ASP! We need you ASAP.
Oh no.
Hang on, let me ping him.
What happened to ASP?
I don't know.
So now it's my turn to see.
No, you can't just leave midstream fucking without announcing yourself. Fuck you. Alright.
So I think
He didn't even No, now you need to tell him what the joke was earlier.
Oh.
Fuck, yeah, I said ASP, come back ASAP. Anyway.
Yeah. I guess it's time for my topic, I think, about my favorite 5, I think.
We had to skip looking that up.
Yeah, we're waiting for Lunar to find his waifu picture, apparently.
I forgot it.
Oh boy.
So yeah, ASP, who is your favorite Gen 5 character and least favorite?
My only two favorites gonna be both Izzy and Sunny, my two ones.
Thank you.
God.
And then my least favorite is always gonna be Sprout.
No, I mean out of the main 5. Let's leave Sprout out of this.
Hitch maybe?
Oh yes!
Sprout alone! Wait, what Hitch? No! You fucking assholes! Why does everyone hate Hitch? Are you guys just like jealous because he's gonna steal your girl? Like, what is your problem?
No, like the thing is, I'm not used to having a male character in the show like that.
Oh my god, you are a male. Why do you hate male characters?
Because I love female characters. They're more emotionally and they're more cuter.
Oh.
But male.
Oh God. Now that is peak autism. Okay.
Oh,
Damn. Oh.
get wrecked, Gamertech.
No, I'm not the one getting wrecked. It's all the people that are fucking scared of hits. They can't stand a Chad.
He's like that purity of just, no, you're not gonna do this. I am Chad Pone.
Keep in mind, I like Izzy. I don't know, like I have no problem with female characters.
Imagine.
But they're the same to me. Like they're not. I don't like one more than the other.
It'd
It's
be
weird.
kind
It's
of weird.
preference.
What if all the ponies in the Generation 5 were all Chad, man? And they all look like they're big, huge, buff, muscle.
I mean, I'm gonna say Izzy is like. Well, actually, I don't know which of the females would be the alpha female. I mean, Hitch by default is the alpha male. Simply because he just overrules Sprout at all times, and Sprout is always behind him. So. But the alpha female, I don't know. Maybe Zip, because she's like a butch lesbian. I don't know. But yeah, those characters are shit, and that show is a trash fire.
Aww.
Nobody call Pip the alpha female.
No, because Pip is
Pip
very feminine.
You're talking like the social queen that is just exaggerating.
I said Zip. I said Zip is the alpha.
I said Pip.
Yeah, both can be either way for me.
No, Pip is not the alpha.
I'm right now looking in my DMs, and for some reason Nightshade is getting mad for some reason.
All right. Don't talk about him.
Yeah.
All right.
That part.
He's always getting mad. All right.
Let's skip that part.
Let's go to. Well, there's no part unless you mean the viewer questions. I mean, that's really the last thing. Unless you could. Oh yeah, no. You still have to figure out who your fucking waifu is.
Looking,
Who's your daddy? Who's your waifu?
I'm still looking.
Can you send us a picture? Like, this is so weird. I mean, I'll just tell you right now, my wife was Fluttershy. So, of course. Also, a little bit of Rarity in Twilight. Actually, I like all of them, to be honest. The only one I don't really like is like Pinkie Pie, to be honest. He's just too weird.
Hey, I'm Gamertech. I looked in my,
What's up?
chat. Someone by the name Abraham Patrick said, VR Heck? For some reason? I don't know what the heck that is on, like, I'm looking at...
Yeah, I don't know.
Legitimately, no one even asked a question, like, that's kind of sad. That means we're gonna have to...
I think maybe he's talking about, like, VR chat ponies? That's kind of its own thing?
Oh, VR chat tag ponies. Oh,
Maybe.
The VTuber ponies. Oh, boy, that's it.
Oh, yeah, no. Fuck VTubers.
Oh, that's a whole Twitch level of cringe.
I mean, technically, I don't face dox myself on videos, so I guess I'm not much better than VTubers, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm okay with being, like, on camera. It's just like, well, do I really have to act? Do I really have to show forth? Do I really have to...
I don't think you have to act unless it's like a movie, but
like,
yeah.
It's like...
The interviewers have a question. Oh, no, hang on. Lunar, we're waiting on you to get your waifu, my dude. Describe the character to us then, jeez.
I just found it and remembered the name, and I'm actually kind of really upset that I forgot this name because it really...
Yeah, I can't believe you forgot the fucking name of your waifu. Maybe it's not really your waifu.
Shut up! Just shut up.
What post your waifu?
I'll just say the name if you want me to.
Go ahead.
Autumn Blaze.
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Autumn Blaze, you just gave me a clap. I'm gonna give you a clap on the hand because that is a cute character.
Clap on the hand. Who the fuck is Autumn Blaze?
Wait, don't tell him. I'm gonna post a photo.
God, I Google it and it's just pictures of trees. Autumn Blaze MLP. Oh, it's the Kieran. Okay.
Duh.
I called
What the fuck was I supposed to know that? All right.
It's called Karen.
Yeah.
No, it's Kieran. It's Chinese. My bad for dragon. Which makes me wonder if they're like half dragons, half ponies. It's kind of cool. Yeah. All right.
I will say this though, and Gamertech, I know you've already been somewhat informed on my end of what I'm hinting at, but for those of you who are watching, I am hinting at a big I think you know what I'm talking about, Gamertech, right?
Yeah, upcoming projects with.
Yeah, we're coming up on a big project coming up soon for this.
Yeah, Lunar has. I don't fucking know. I'm not gonna get too involved.
We won't get too involved. All I know.
No. We'll get involved. We'll just post it on like an alternate channel or something. I don't know. Anyway, let's not talk too much about it here.
Big news with the fandom that we could really make a huge difference.
Well, if they're like you say, I don't want them trying to mass report my video for no fucking reason. I mean, they could do that. People do that now, and it works. But,
true.
Don't do that, guys. You will probably lose your YouTube account if you false report shit. They'll probably turn it on you if you're false reporting. But anyway, yeah, all right. Well, let's end the show, I guess. We've revealed Lunar's waifu. We've done all the topics that can't be their own video, and we had a good time. Did you see any viewer questions that make sense, ASP?
Yeah,
or do you want to just end it now?
No questions in the chat so far, so I
people saying random stuff. All right.
Hang on. I'm gonna get your account deleted, Jake. Oh, Chandler, Skull, like that's just.
God fucking damn it! All right, leave him alone.
Let's just ignore those. For
we'll deal with the haters offline. All right, for now. That's someone in the live chat, folks, for those listening.
Turn the stream off in about. You know how long? And we'll
5 minutes. Let's see. This song is 3 minutes and 34 seconds. Thank you all for listening.
months of winter coolness and awesome holidays.
We've kept our hoofsies warm at home, time off from work to play.
But the food we've stored is running out, and we can't grow in this cold. And even though I love my boots, this fashion's getting old. The time has come to welcome spring and all things warm and green, but it's also time to say goodbye. It's winter, we must clean. How can I help? I'm new, you see.